Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice. Today, I'm so excited to be reacting to one of my favorite vocal groups, The Pentatonix, singing Hallelujah. Now, this is from their 2016 Pentatonix Christmas Special, but it's not necessarily Christmassy, so we're going to do it in May. I love a cappella music. I've been singing it since I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, and now I also write and produce it. So I'm excited not only to talk about their amazing voices, but also the vocal arrangement. Let's get to it.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
Okay, first of all, Scott is amazing. He's the one that's been singing lead. He's technically a baritone. You often hear him featured in the solos at the beginning of songs. But I'm actually listening even more intensely to the backing vocals. Backing vocals are a large part of what makes the Pentatonix so great. So right here, since the beginning, they've been singing so doing a little bit of humming. And humming is a really great way to draw an audience, and it's a soft sound. And then they just sing ooh yeah instead of hallelujah. They just sing ooh yeah. And here's why. Opening just to a vowel, that adds a little bit more energy, but the moment you start adding more consonants, that's quite a bit more energy in the sound. So you'll hear them often use big ahs to really build the dynamic, but when you get a little more energy in the room, it's usually with more consonants, or later on, you'll probably hear some beatboxing from Kevin, but we'll talk about the other members in just a bit.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof.
Wait. Okay, talking about other members now, because something really cool just happened. Right now, Avi is the person that just started singing lead. Avi is the bass of the group. So he's singing pretty high in his range right now, but it's beautiful, and it doesn't have as much weight as I would have expected from a bass voice to take up. But Avi is really able to find this clear, pure sound in his upper register, which is just incredible. However, there's still a bass part that's happening, and that's because Scott took it over. I don't know when that happened. I'll want to go back and catch it. But while we're here, you have Kevin behind them. Kevin is responsible for most of the beatboxing, mouth percussion in the group, but he also sings backup vocals. And then in the far right corner, you have Mitch. And Mitch is the highest voiced male. And then you have Kirstin, who's the only female. Now, in a group of 5 people, I would have expected there to be at least one more girl. But they don't need another girl because they have Mitch. He can sing extremely high, and he has just a gorgeous, gorgeous tone. So hopefully we'll see some of that later. But for now, let's go back. I want to see if I can see the transition for when we get the bass to Scott.
Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw
Didn't see it.
bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Again, ooh yeah.
Hallelujah.
There's some body percussion from Kevin.
Well, baby, I've been here before. I've seen this
Kirstin just took over the lead, and we'll talk about her soon. But something else distracted me. I think that there was an enhancement that wasn't just vocal. I'm not sure. We're going to go back and listen to it. I'm hearing it in the percussion end. It doesn't sound, well, obviously it's not just vocal. Like Kevin's using his body to create percussion, which is one of the cool things about Kevin. He like uses everything to create percussion. But it sounded to me like maybe, I don't know. It just sounded like it wasn't acoustic. So listen for it with me here. So this is all acoustic right now. This is just a really cool leather jacket sound. Woof. There. No, I don't think that's... I think this is in post that they added this. You hear that? That sounds like a backward cymbal. And then it sounds like there's an extra added boom, 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 boom. Something else is added there. Okay, we're gonna go back one more time, listen to it, but then we'll listen to Kirstin. I love the way that Kirstin breathes. She breathes with the emotion of what she is singing. It's just all part of one big phrase. It's really, really, really good. And I also love this, like the way they sigh off at the end. Really, really gorgeous Pentatonix.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Mitch. He's probably my favorite natural voice tone quality of all of them. It's just like, it's pure, it's almost angelic. It's so good. It's completely unhampered by any extra tension or any, it doesn't sound fake or put on. It just sounds so real and sincere. I love his sound. And I also think that the vocal arrangement was super smart here because everything just dropped away so we could get that full-on gorgeous Mitch sound. Check it out. Because I want to hear it again. Oh, let's go back a little more. You guys have to go back and appreciate this. So, I know I just stopped at a climactic moment, but listen to how cool this is. They had an amazing build. What happened is they end up singing in unison octaves in the background. So it sounds like the texture is just less thick. And that's because they want you to appreciate the harmonies that they're about to break into. And also, Kevin was doing this like super cool double tap thing to, I think, just build more anticipation, right? So listen for this. Unison octave harmonies and this double tap. It's to build this anticipation, right? And break out into harmonies. Ah, so good. Oh. I love how Kevin's stomping too. Oh, I loved that ending so much. I love how they had that anticipation, the total breakout. And then I also loved that they brought it full circle back with hums at the end to sort of like just make it like nicely tied at both the front and the back end. Also, just a second. Ooh. So Avi at the very end, he was singing a low B flat. It's really important in a cappella groups to have a bass that has like a super low range because you build everything else on top of that. And they're so lucky. Avi just has an incredible range and it also blends really, really, really well. That was a fantastic vocal performance and arrangement of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. I don't think I've said that yet. Leonard Cohen wrote this song, and it's one of the best songs I think that's ever been written. Lots of amazing versions of it. But I think that this one's the best. And I think that's largely due to the backing vocals. For me, there are so many complex layers in this piece. And anytime you hear it, you're going to feel something different. I feel like the backing vocals really capture that with the interweaving harmonies. It's like each of the voices is a different emotional aspect. I just love that. So thank you so much for this recommendation. I love a cappella music, and I'd love to hear if there are any other a cappella groups you'd like for me to react to. So please write that below. And also, I'd love to meet you. On Mondays and Fridays, I host premieres of videos, and there's a live chat where you can come and say hi. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you hit subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks.